Bye.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to We're Offended, You're Offended. I'm Kim. That guy there is Tyler. And it is Tuesday. Ooh, Tuesday. So hope
Two
everybody...
gays is what I think.
What?
I call Tuesday two gays.
Oh, geez. That's very clever. Yeah. Anyway, I hope everyone's had a fantastic day so far. If you're in the Winnipeg area, the thunderstorms were pretty fun today. I was enjoying it a little bit too much. So, as per usual, we got lots of shit to talk about. So grab a drink and join us for the ride.
All right. So what are we looking at? The hero that is being vilified. I know we touched on this. So let's now get into it. The hero. You know what? Elijah Dicken, the hero of Indiana, of Greenwood, Indiana. An amazing person that put his life on the line in order to save other people. That is a real hero. That is very different than the idea of you are making me do this. This was something you chose to do. So Elijah Dicken is the man that shot and killed the crazy gunman at the Greenwood Park.
Hold on. I don't mean to interrupt. You sounded fine a few minutes ago, but now you're sounding a little weird. I don't know if you're further away or ever since you got up and sat back down, you sound a little weird now.
I sound weird. You sound weird.
That's nice.
How about that? Does that sound better?
Much better.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. You were cutting out pretty bad there for a minute.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's. So Elijah Dicken, the man who stopped a crazed gunman in Indiana, to the accolades of those that he saved, to the ire of the anti-gun leftist ideology that has permeated everything. So we're gonna talk about that, and I think that's really it outside of how Philadelphia. I know we have one article here, but crime has been in fact, defensive uses of firearms have been skyrocketing in Philly. So it's a lot of America. Well, because in Canada they're just saying, hey, lock down, fuck your business. Screw your life, screw trying to do anything. The science knows better than you. So that's where our government, that's where our Canadian tyrannical government is going. So we'll talk about that and a bunch of other stuff. So of course we're here Monday to Thursday, 8 p.m. typically, unless Kim's always late. So after any time after 8 o'clock.
You know what's funny? Do you hear this guy? I'm always late, but then the 2 times he was streaming by himself, was he on time? Nay. You were not on time. And I wasn't even in charge there, so suck it. Also, before we really get into too much here, I wanted to give a special shout out to our #1 fan, Patty Patterson. Woo! Thank you for being a fan and following.
All right. Actually, yeah, no, I think they have been a fantastic. There are some people that they just give useless criticism, like, hey, your hair looks dumb. Yep, yeah, it does. But Patty is an individual, an upstanding individual who isn't afraid to voice the criticism and hoist themselves up to a higher standard while being completely inept and completely void of any rational thought. So that is the type of fan that we want. Someone that can't think at all. So I'm great. I'm privileged. Speaking of useless, let's check out this first thing from Twitter.
Nice segue.
So this is from Rachel Levine. Remember this was a man that transitioned to a woman and then somehow won Woman of the Year. Again, men better than women.
I thought that was Caitlyn Jenner.
So Caitlyn Jenner. Now Rachel Levine. Now Leah Thomas is getting nominated by the NCAA swim team because The best women are men, or were born men.
Well, that's forked up.
I like that for equality. You like that? All right, let's listen. Let's listen to Rachel Levine, and just let's hear it right from the. Ugh, ugh, not enough alcohol. Mm-mm.
But we really want to base our treatment and to affirm and to support and empower these youth, not to limit their participation in activities and sports, and even limit their ability to get gender affirmation treatment in their state.
All right, you just heard that right from that fucking gargoyle's face itself. They are now wanting, they are looking for transgender surgery for children, for youth, for little kids. This is also someone, so again, this is where, that ideology permeates, and it's in the federal government. And in order to be progressive, to earn the vote, well, it's funny. I was just looking at some of the information that was coming out with regards to voting issues in the States. Next year, I believe next year is 2024. Well, it's 2022, but anyways, shut up. Their voting issues, it was about 40%. 40% of Americans say the economy is the number one issue. You want to guess what the next one is?
I can't. There's too much stupid I could think of.
All right. As far, what was it? Economy? Oh my God, I'm totally blanking on it now. Fuck. I just blanked on it. God damn it.
You are fired.
Anyways, I know, but the next closest thing was 1% of the population. But it was a lot of this. Abortion. Abortion was 1%. Climate change, 0. No one cares about the climate when they cannot feed their family, clothe their family, or actually earn an income for their family. They don't care. These are problems of a wealthy nation that literally has nothing to struggle against. And I mean, in like, the grand scheme of things, you don't have to worry about more or less where your food is coming from. You can go from state to state. 100% it is. That you are now making demons. It's the minuscule things. It's the little things that we're now focusing on. Because for most, food was not an issue. Now it's becoming an issue. So this type of stuff will fall away. Because I don't care about your pronouns when I literally cannot feed myself or my family.
Yeah.
Like that's where these are like laissez-faire issues. They're convenient issues. And this is what, unfortunately, for the people that really, and at some point you gotta, like, for this left, you gotta go, hey, you know what? Sorry, we've told you over and over again. We've said over and over, hey, this stuff, probably not the best in order to push this on kids and all this type of shit. Did you see? There was an article. So groomer is now being like associated, say, like with not necessarily with trans people, but with people that are doing inappropriate things with children, are kind of equating the transgender type of side. So there are groups that are actually forming. And so, like, one of them, I was listening, or I was watching Tim Pool, Timcast. I don't know, whatever the fuck he calls his show. But there's a group called, like, Gays Against, or Gays. It's GGG. Gays Gays Against Grooming or something, or Gays.
Well, it can't be against. If it's GGG, it'd be like gays go gay. Gays go grooming. I don't know. Grooming goes gay.
One. Against groomers. It was something on. I'll find it. God damn it. Yeah. Oh, okay. So it is GAG, Gays Against Groomers. So these are now gay groups. Like the lesbian, bi, and gay community is now like not necessarily attacking, but they're like distancing themselves from the transgender community.
Well, and then they have
because
to.
it's
Exactly. They have to, because look what happened last year. They literally had minor attracted people, so AKA pedos, going out there making TikTok videos of how it's okay, making a flag for themselves. So they're trying to get in on that whole umbrella. So 100%, it does not surprise me. I would be one of them.
Hey, let us, what? One of the groomers?
Oh, Jesus. No. One of the gags. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's so funny. Like, put a gag in your mouth, like some dominatrix shit. Oh, that's funny. They should have should have picked different lettering. But I'd be one of the gays against.
That's on branding. That's on branding.
Yeah.
All right. So that is the Secretary of Health saying, "Hey, affirm your child's gender, and we should encourage them to have gender reassignment surgery."
I'm confused. I know it doesn't take a lot, but I'm confused. So the person that we just seen, was this a woman transitioning into a man?
It's funny that you say that, because no, it's actually a man that transitioned to a woman. I know you can't tell because the thing is ugly.
So why? This is what just confuses me, because you'd think that, okay, if I were to transition into the opposite sex, which would be a dude, obviously, but I would dress more like a dude, right? So it's kind of weird if a guy transitioned into a girl, but yet dresses very masculine.
Well, they were a naval officer. But, I know, you dress for the part you are, not for the job you want. Isn't that's how that saying goes now? Oh my God, lives a TikTok. It lives a TikTok. Please stop. I can't handle this. I can't handle this person identifies as a cat. And this is reasonable. All right, you want to check out reasonable? Completely out of context. Check out this shit from Miles Chong on Twitter. Check it out. Check it out. On Twitter.
Oh. Silly rabbit.
Chicks going chicks.
Deal. The kinds of investment that will stimulate the deal.
Hold on.
Kinds of investment.
Really? Okay. Homeboy's wearing a mask, but removed it to cough.
And then put it back up. So, yeah, a dramatic retelling for our audio listeners. Joe Biden stood mightily at the podium, giving an impassioned speech. He feels a slight tickle in the back of his throat. His throat itches, it's dry. In order to clear that itch, he reaches for the top of his nose to pull the mask down, to cough in his fucking hand, to put the mask back up.
I was on the edge of my seat.
What do you... You know what? Okay, you know what, Steven Crowder, since you're gone here, This Week in Biden. Fuck you, it's mine now. You've relinquished the throne. It's mine. This Week in Biden. It's mine now.
Yeah, because he's not allowed at holidays.
Yeah, sorry. When the cat's away, the mice shall play. This Week in Biden.
Oh my God.
Nothing says that makes total sense like pulling your mask down to cough into where his hand goes when he finishes.
I have to say, clearly I've been using the mask wrong this entire time. I thought you were supposed to cough into the mask, not remove it, then cough. My mistake. I've been doing this all wrong. Maybe that's why I got COVID. Because I did it wrong. I was coughing into the mask. Silly me.
Like, come on, man. How much you want to bet he shit his
Come on,
pants
man.
when he did that?
Come on, man. Just let me have a sniff. Come on.
Just let me have a cough. Let me have a cough.
Oh, I sharted.
I'm gonna have those homosexuals. Urban? No, not urban jungle.
Hold
Frick, I can't remember what he said.
Hold on. Say
didn't want
again.
it-
Apparently, I DC'd.
What? What, the cereal?
Yeah, I didn't hear any of that. After I mentioned about sharding, I didn't hear anything.
Oh, no, that's fine, because I just said something. It was like something to the effect of, well, I don't want kids growing up in a racial jungle, or however he says it, where he just says black people are bad. But speaking of black people are bad, so I finally was able to get in touch with the office of Anthony Horsefather, the Liberal MP from Montreal. And so I had asked, I said I had seen, the thing about the Roe v. Wade thing, and because I'm a dick.
It's a true story.
So I had, well, you know what? You are what you eat. So I had asked, I said, well, because I did see the posts that he had made on Twitter with regards to singling out one person out of 9 that seemed to have a dark skin color. And I said that the implications of that would seem quite interesting, that that's all he's focused on. And immediately, I don't like where the implications of this are going. I'm hanging up now. Well, you're the one that said, you literally said, Thomas or Justice Clarence, he was the only one. He was the only one. So you know what, Mr. Horsefather, Mr. Small Dick Liberal.
Did he have like a horse voice?
No, he probably like Mr. Hands tried to get fucked by it.
Oh. Well then.
All right, so let's
yeah, that's the last name because that's the best guess of who his father was. The horse.
All right, let's move. Okay, so in Philadelphia, born and raised, there were teenagers that beat the fuck out of a father these days.
Right? Come
on, that was good, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was a messed up story when in the pictures, oh my God. But like when I seen this story, I was just disgusted. Yeah, there were Philly teens that decided to beat this guy up like hardcore.
Yeah, but ages 15 and 17 beat up a 53-year-old man. Left him with brain bleeding and all this stuff. And luckily, they were charged. All 4 of them were caught and charged. Thankfully.
Yeah, and how did they get charged? By being dumb, which thankfully they were retarded. And they decided to use his credit card at a nearby hotel.
Hey, now. That's not fair to read.
Get your game on. Go. Hey. Sorry. It's true, actually.
Massive spike in not necessarily gun crimes, but uses of guns in the Philadelphia area. It's been going up. So in Pennsylvania, they've been making moves. They've been making a lot of moves. So whether it's because of crime, because Pennsylvania used to be an oil exporting state, now it's not. So people are now, I would say, maybe not necessarily getting desperate, but you know what? All in the name of build back better. Build back.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Elijah Dickens. And you know what? This kid, 22 years old, he is a hero. An absolute hero.
He was 22? Oh my God. That's the That's literally the second young kid that we've heard about recently that was a hero. The one, that 16-year-old kid that jumped in and saved the people in the car and the cop. Yeah. Now this is the kind of news I like. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was crazy to see. And he was there with his girlfriend. So we'll just, what? Elijah Dickin. Sorry. I keep wanting to say Dixon.
Wait, are you sure that wasn't the shooter? The man who shot and killed. Oh, the man who shot and killed the Greenwood. Okay, I just saw Greenwood Park shooter. Okay. All
right, so the man who shot and killed the Greenwood Park shooter was ID'd as Elijah Dickin. Greenwood Police Chief Jim Ison described Dickin's actions as heroic. The police are saying this man, even though in Illinois it is illegal to conceal carry, it is extremely difficult to actually get a weapon for self-defense. So his saying the engagement was tactically sound. So he's not like, that's what an idiot gun would sound like.
So it was more like Kyle Rittenhouse, that he was actually using the gun responsibly?
Yeah. So we could not find where he had a permit. He was carrying legal under the constitutionally carry law. So the people that are saying, wait, did I say Illinois? I think I did say Illinois. I meant Indiana. Sorry. If I did say Illinois, I meant Indiana. Sorry. Okay. Great. Now I am second guessing myself.
Yeah, I don't even remember anymore, because now that you mentioned it, now I'm like, I don't remember what you said anymore.
Yeah. No, where the hell?
Where the hell am I?
But anyways, so okay. Yeah, Indiana. Okay, it was Indiana. I don't know why I said Illinois. I think I was thinking of the other one where that gunman that dressed up as a woman to gun down people at a 4th of July parade. So maybe that's where
he dressed up as a woman?
Oh yeah, that fucking piece of shit, loser, small dick.
During that parade, really?
Yeah, Mr. Small Dick. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, he was the guy that was apparently like the rapper, right? Yo. I dressed in a dress.
Was Tiny Dick.
Yeah.
Tiny Dick.
Okay.
Yeah, that girl, that little girl, that weak little girl.
Thing. Can you believe that? Sorry. Can you believe that's a pronoun thing? Like, I really would have to hate you to call you a thing. Like the thing we were just talking about. Yeah, he's a piece of shit. Oh,
you're not a man. You're not a man. You're not by any stretch of the imagination. You are not a defender. You are not a provider. You are by no reasonable expectations of a man. You are not even a woman, because at least women can have the care and compassion in order to have feelings for other people. So you are neither. You are scum. You're a loser. And the fact that you have a dick,
well, unless you're Catherine
hurts
Knight.
everyone that actually.
She was pretty psychotic.
It's embarrassing. All right, so he is being touted as a hero. The police are saying that what this guy did saved countless lives. Could have saved many more. It wasn't an off-duty officer. It wasn't an off-duty or even on-duty officer. It wasn't a security guard. It was this guy. Just a bystander.
This kid. Yeah.
So, all right. So, investigators believe the identified gunman was an adult, was shot and killed by a lawfully armed. Listen to those words, because now people are coming out and saying that, oh, he's a criminal. He's the bad guy.
I know, he's so bad for trying to save people's lives. I mean, who does that?
So even CNN. The Greenwood Police Department has trained for mass shooting scenario and has performed multiple mall exercises to prepare for active shooter situations. So even though the police trained for it, obviously, when seconds matter, the police are minutes away. But I'm going to tell you, this is from the police chief, The real hero of the day is the citizen that was lawfully carrying a firearm in that food court and was able to stop the shooter almost as soon as he began. He was stopped, I believe, within 7 seconds of the shots first starting. 7 seconds. He already shot and killed 3 and injured many more. Shut your phone up. All right, well, shut your phone up. But so you're within seconds, 3 people shot it. But imagine the amount of devastating chaos.
I'm sorry, I DC'd again. Okay, so start that part again. After you told me to shut my phone up.
What? Okay, so of the 3 people that died, unfortunately, it was a husband and a wife that were shot and killed. Unfortunately, and my heart goes out to those people. Because I at least this young man took it upon himself, said that I need to defend my community.
Yeah, he
and I've brought this up. Yeah, I've brought this up many times before. That we have gotten into a position in our society where you are not responsible for your community anymore. It is the police that are now responsible, and you almost relinquish. If you see someone slip and fall, well, there are a lot of people that will just, not my problem, I'm walking away. Or if you see someone getting into a fight, not my problem, walk away. I don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
And so you say, hey, I'll phone the cops, I'll walk away. It's stuff.
I don't know how anybody can do that. Like, I mean, I can understand the fear, right? Like when you always hear those stories about, some girl escaped kidnapper, stuff like that, and they're banging on doors trying to get help, or you even see it in horror movies. No one answers the door. They see them, and they're like, oh, hell no. They just completely ignore them.
I don't want to be a part. Yeah, I don't want to be a part of it. So even in this article, it continues. So of those 433 active shooter cases, so this is someone that is, or an armed bystander shot. Listen to this. Of those 433 active shooter cases, an armed bystander shot by the attacker in 22 of those incidences. In 10 of those, the good guy was a security guard or an off-duty officer. So I'll read that again. So, of those 433 active shooter cases, an armed bystander shot by the attacker in 22 of those incidences. In 10 of those, the good guy was a security guard or an off-duty police officer.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Yeah, well, even the 12 in 12 12 cases is literally just a regular old Joe walking down the street and happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, or the right place at the right time, if you think about it. And literally stepped up to help save somebody.
Yeah. So again, already the arguments have been formulated. The narrative is already being pushed. This was, started, a couple of days ago when this had first started. Well, so just to give you some rough numbers, so I have right from Pew Research. So suicide account for more than half of the gun deaths in the U.S. Half of 45,000 people. 45,000. If you want to get exact numbers, 45,222 people died from gun-related injuries in 2020.
Oh my God.
Were suicides.
That's horrifying.
Most of it, people offing themselves.
That's insane.
You know what the next biggest section? Gang violence. Outside of that, that's everything else. Accidental discharges, maybe self-defense. But I don't know how they actually equate what murder means. But I would venture a guess that murder, well, obviously, is the intentional killing of someone else.
Yeah.
Like Kyle Rittenhouse, it was a homicide. And homicide just means someone else caused this person to die. That's a homicide. That's the legal definition of a homicide. Murder is that you intentionally wanted to kill someone.
Yeah.
So, all right. So here's again. From American Gun Facts. So the best estimates are guns are used to deter or thwart crimes between 500,000 and 2.8 million times per year. 500,000 to 2.8 million. The average 1.67 million times per year is a gun used to deter or stop a crime. Weird, we don't hear about those statistics.
Of course not. You're going to hear about this gun killed so and so. Like I'm honestly like, well, you see where the narrative is going with this poor 22-year-old kid who's a hero, right? I mean, literally, there was somebody else who started shooting people, and literally, okay, if what you're saying, 7 seconds. Let's just think about that. In 7 seconds, that man stood up, pulled out his gun, shot and killed 3 people before he was taken down. In 7 seconds, if that kid wasn't there, how many other people would have died? How many more rounds did he have on him to keep on going? Because he got 3 in 7 seconds. So do the math.
Yeah. So let's just say conservative estimate. Conservative. Let's take the absolute lowest number of 500,000. Okay, that is 500,000 people that were able to stop a crime from happening, whether it's a burglary, home invasion, murder, rape. What? Take your pick. I think those are reasonable reasons enough. You would think, right? 500,000 is on the low side.
Yeah, that's so high, but yeah.
But what about if it just saves one? Well, we have at least 500,000. Maybe. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just looking at the statistics. So let's look at the comments that are being made here. Just scroll down on our show map. So, a good guy with a gun. Well, these are the responses. They are now using the bodies, the laws of people in order to push a narrative. So for audio listeners, not a good guy. Not a good guy if it was a gun-free zone. Trying to find out if it was. It was. Greenwood Mall does not allow guns at all. This good guy was not a good guy. No firearms or illegal weapons. Not a good Samaritan, but someone's breaking the law.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, we can continue. From Shannon Watts. And who is Shannon Watts? Well, she is the leader of Moms Demand Action, which is a grassroots American movement demanding responsible solutions to address our nation's culture of gun violence. I just gave you 2 fucking numbers right here. Suicides, gangs, and defensive uses. If it saves one life, right? If it saves, come on. Like, this just seems absolutely ridiculous to me. So what does Shannon Watts say? I don't know who needs to hear this, but when a 22-year-old illegally brings a loaded gun into a mall and kills a mass, listen to this fucking wording. Listen to this dumb suburban fucking dyke. Listen to this idiot suburban mom. Now I gotta get my kids to the soccer game. I need my star pie. It's 1 o'clock somewhere. Shut up, you fucking idiot. So it brings a loaded gun into a mall. Okay? Not the criminal. The good guy. The good guy illegally brings a gun into a mall and kills a mass shooter armed with an AR-15 after he already killed 3 people and wounded others is not a ringing endorsement of our implementation of the Second Amendment. You dumbass. You're an idiot. You are so uninformed, and it's totally in like lunacy world.
You know what I would like to know?
Illegal.
I would like to know if
What?
any of these idiots, let's just say, if any of them had family members who were in that mall at that time, standing next to a person who was shot and killed or shot and injured, if they would literally be saying the same stupid coming out of their mouth. That kid literally saved lives. Yes, okay, you weren't supposed to have a weapon there, but guess what? The criminal didn't give a shit.
He did.
And
Yeah.
if he didn't,
You know, maybe we need to put more signs up that say it's a gun-free zone. 92% of all gun crime, 92% happens in gun-free zones.
yeah, because they're
A
unarmed.
massive amount.
They know that.
Make easy targets. Uvalde should be a fucking giant wake-up call for you, idiot. You know what? I'm not even feel bad that I'm calling you uninformed and unintelligent because you said illegally. Oh, he illegally. But the officer, the police chief, said that he legally could. Yeah, because a couple prior to this incident, the constitutional laws kicked in Indiana. So at least get your facts right if you're going to, say this type of stuff.
What are you talking about? Miss Soccer Mom here knows much more than the police officer in the actual district. Obviously.
Yeah, because I'm sure the cop would be going, yeah, you know what? Good job stopping that gunman. Here's some charges. Oh, wait, sorry, that's Canada. That happens in Canada. That's what happens here. You can stop an intruder from killing you, but you will face charges.
I remember having a conversation once and we were talking about like being invaded and about how because of the fact that or the United States, there's really no fear of ever being invaded there because of the fact people are armed. No one would be dumb enough to walk into Texas and be like, hey, I'm going to try and take you guys over. Oh, hell no. Everyone would be pulling out their guns at them. Whereas, they could just saunter into Canada and be like, we're taking over. And we're like, can I go grab my slingshot?
So during World War II, with Japan, actually one of their generals was noted as saying, we could not invade the U.S. because behind every blade of grass would be a person with a gun. They would be taking on 300 million people. Not 1% of the population, 300 million. Yeah. And that's assuming this dumb fucking soccer mom that, I have my wine glass is actually just a bottle of wine. Yeah, shut up. I'm getting all my vitamins. I'm getting my grapes. Shut up.
Do you remember the movie Tremors? Do you remember who saved the day in the movie Tremors originally? It was the NRA people that had the guns. They had all the guns and they loaded everybody up and they saved the day. Responsible gun owners.
Again, the tone deafness. Yes, I'm making words up as I go. The tone deafness to make this statement. So let's continue with her last statement with regards to this. Two things can be true. It's good more people didn't die in the Indiana Mall mass shooting. Okay? Relying on untrained and unvetted armed civilians to take out the gunmen we've given easy access to arsenals and ammunition is an absurd and ineffective public safety strategy. You're a fucking moron. You're dumb. You're dumb. You're dumb. I'm sorry. You're stupid.
I really hope for your sake, Shannon Watts, that you don't find yourself in a situation or your family finds themselves in a situation where they have to rely on police and the cops to show up and save them. Because I'm not sure how well that's going to go.
Oh, I 100% agree. Because this is unbelievable that that this would be the position that you're so confident in taking. The bodies aren't even cold, and you're already starting on, we need to limit guns. Yeah, he might have stopped them, but why gun? Gun bad. Okay, so if someone runs over a bunch of people, do you say Toyota bad? Huh? Dodge bad? No.
I do.
You go after the individual who got behind the wheel. Unless you're in Waukesha, then somehow a Toyota RAV4 mowed into a bunch of people. The first time ever a vehicle was implicated in a mass murder. Like, sure, it's such a, all right. I don't know what.
Sorry, I don't know. All of a sudden, everything kind of glitched, and my camera went all stupid, and everything. I mean, there's some strange things happening with the interwebs today.
But see, so you're seeing, okay, so if it's 500,000 defensive uses, why aren't we talking about that? Because again, I am coming from a position of, you don't have the right to defend yourself in Canada. You do not have a right. Mutual combat is the best thing. You have to use equal force. If they have a knife, well, you have to use a knife.
Equal or lesser?
How about no?
Yes.
Yeah, like it's unbelievable. Oh, so if someone uses a knife and stabs me to death, so I gotta what? We gotta equal. You have to somehow try and do that. That's insane to me. You know what? Again, Elijah is a fucking hero. He is a hero, regardless. And as you said, perfectly summarizes it. Hopefully, you are never put in the position where this happens. Well, and hopefully, you never have to eat those words, because God, are those going to be bitter? Those are going to be bitter.
Elijah, I tip my hat to you, sir.
Is a fucking hero. So when they start pushing all this type of stuff, all the same rhetoric, AR-15 assault style weapons, well, weird, because most people that actually commit crimes don't give a shit about a sign on a wall. They don't go, oh well, it turns out it's a gun-free zone. Pack it in, Jimmy.
They're not going to be checking the freaking bylaws and the town codes and shit like that. How many bullets am I allowed to bring to my mass shooting today? Oh, 7. Okay, well, if I line them up, maybe one bullet can go through multiple people. Like, they're not, like, come on.
All right. Well, I guess with that, let's get the hell out of here.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for taking the time out of your day to come sit with us and listen to some of the craziness going on in the world today. Hope everybody has a fantastic evening. We will catch you again tomorrow. And don't forget to check us out in all the places listed in the description box below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good night, guys. Stay safe. Bye.